Alright, this is a comparison of my old free riders versus some new ones, the new canvas ones. Just a quick observation right off the bat. The old ones had really long shoelaces, really long. And the new ones are borderline short. Um, Positives, negatives, either way. What I used to do with the old ones would be to double knot them and then, of course, tuck them under my laces to keep them out of the way. And so I got used to doing that. New ones, it's a single knot, and I do typically tuck them under the other laces just to make sure they don't hang up in the drivetrain. So, nothing major there. The key difference is the softness of the sole. The steel sole on the old ones is very flexible. I can squeeze it with one hand. Um, a very grippy sole. The new ones really cannot squeeze them. They're quite stiff. Still pretty grippy, but not as grippy and soft as the old ones. New ones are less bendy in the toe box, and the old ones are much more bendy. Now the big difference is up on when you get on a slope on a slick rock. And here I'm on one section of slick rock, and I transition to a steeper part, and you notice how the soles flex and kind of bend around that top edge there at the rock and have a really good grip. Now the new ones, once I step over into the steeper part, you'll see that the sole does not flex and kind of grip around the rock, and they slide right off. Now, the reason that's important is when you're hopping off the bike, if you're in a really tough, technical, rocky section, you have to hop off onto a slopey rock. You don't want to slide. The other thing is the old ones could pull the pedals up and put them into the power position. Now, here I'm showing how the old free riders flex a lot more, and they settle into these pins, these very mild, gentle pins on my Wellgo MG5s. The new ones flex, but not nearly as much, and they don't settle quite as deep into the pins. And so into the rough sections, they will, especially if you're in a technical rocky climb where you're standing, they tend to want to slide forward off the pedal on a hard power stroke. Old ones, I've never had my old 510s slip off of these Wellgo MG5 pedals. So if you're running the new 510 free riders with the stiffer stealth sole, you might want to run more aggressive pins on your pedals. The Wellgo MG5 fairly mild pins are just not quite up to the task. And you can kind of see it's kind of bouncing around. You don't really see it as much as you feel it. The newer soles are definitely have a skittish feeling. They're not as stable, but still work pretty good. They're much lighter, really comfortable. Both shoes are much better than I think, than the Bontrager Flatlines. So in summation, the old free riders, they're stickier, they're more flexible, they have better adhesion on slick rock, they work fine with less aggressive pedal pins, but they are heavier because of that suede and upper. The new all canvas free riders are lighter, slightly narrower, they have more protection due to the stiff sole, and work better with sharper pedal pins. There's no suede, so they drive quicker. So better slick rock adhesion than most other shoes from the free